welcome to Frank Honest Stories, No Rules. This is usually a live show, but I've been trying to get this guy to tag team this story for years at Frank My Live show or at another show, and it just doesn't work out. And so now Frank does house calls, and we're in Rita's world, my landlady, and she let us set up here, and Guy Stuttley Jr., otherwise known as Deuce, otherwise known as my movie development partner. Well, I wanted to tell this story because it has to do with both of us and our interaction.
Yeah. This story is gonna be pretty intense, man. So, this story was when I was, it has happened because I was drinking a lot. I was very drunk, and I stopped drinking. Now, I haven't had a drink over a year and a half, and I don't see myself having to drink anytime soon. But I have a lot of regrets on drinking, a lot of stories, and this is definitely one that I definitely regret. I still think about to this day.
Let me start it off.
Okay,
yeah,
go ahead.
yeah. So I get a phone call. It's at night, and I pick it up. It's from him, and he says, "I hate white people." I said, "What?" He says, "I hate white people." It's like, what's going on? And before he can say anything, all of a sudden I hear this boom, boom, boom. And then he goes into, "God damn it, I'm trying to take a shit." And then all of a sudden the phone hits the ground, turns off, and I'm thinking, oh my God, Deuce just killed some white people. I don't know what's going on. Would you like to fill that in?
I was drunk, and I guess I was in the bathroom at work trying to use the bathroom, and one of the janitors was just doing his normal job, just checking the stalls, just hitting the stalls, seeing if anything needed them clean. Every now when I sit in there and use the bathroom, I hear him checking the stalls. I think about this, how stupid this was. But so the dude was just doing his job, man. And he just happened to catch a wrong person at the wrong time, and I honestly think dude should have fucked me up where I got in his face, because he could have, I would have. Wouldn't nobody have known nothing, and I feel bad about this. I'm still looking for this gentleman so I can apologize to him.
He tells me, I say, what happened, right? I'm thinking, I don't know. I can't get a hold of him that night. I call the next day, and I say, what the hell happened? And he said, this is what he told me. He said, some guy he works with, it's a white guy, had the last name of Black. And Deuce says he was playing pool with him, and the guy got it in his head, because he had drinks in him, that because his last name was Black, he could use the N-word. And Guy said, "Get away from me. I'm not hearing that." Yeah, I remember him saying, "I'm not hearing that." I use that phrase now. That's a very Deuce phrase. That was from him. I'm not hearing that. I'm not trying to hear that. So that's what I hear from him. And then he goes to try and get away from this dude into the stalls, into the bathroom. And that's when he calls me. And he's like, I hate white people. And then he tells me that this custodian gets yelled at. And the only thing I could think of, and you can tell me if this is actually true, the only thing I could think of is this guy with his pants around his ankles, busting out of a stall, just going ape shit on some poor custodian.
I feel bad. I feel so bad about that. Yeah, but I mean, that's a hell of a story though. That's definitely a hell of a story. I don't remember saying that. I don't even remember playing pool that night. So I don't know where that came from. But I definitely remember the conversation in the bathroom. And like I said, it was intense. Like I was all in the dude's face, yelling all type of stuff, and I can't even remember what he looks like, and it's pretty crazy what liquor can do to you. And so, yeah, I feel bad about that story. And for Glenn wanting to bring this one out as a comedic performance, it's pretty, that's pretty devilish of you, man. This was a painful moment. He want to sit and laugh at it. Yeah, Frank got his own rules. I guess so. Frank got his own rules. Because it's going down with this story.
I'm sorry I'm laughing at your pain, man.
Nah, man. Everybody goes through it, man. We all go through the same thing, man. Like life is a full circle, man. But we all go through the same thing. So I'm thankful I can laugh at it. I learned from it. I don't mind sharing any other stories that I got, but I just wish I could remember saying the next day when I called you that story about shooting pool and Yeah, because I don't remember any of that. But I definitely remember the bathroom one. And I still use that bathroom to this day. And like I said, I'm still looking for the gentleman. I was talking about it the other day. I think I might have found him because this one dude was looking at me weird. So I was like, yeah, it might be him, man. He's looking at me kind of weird. I'm just going to approach him anyway. So I approached about 3 or 4 different janitors and apologized out the blue. And they looked at me all crazy. Didn't know what I was talking about. But yeah, that moment, I could have got fucked up that moment, man, that night. Yeah, I think I deserved my ass whooped that night. But, what I pulled, because somebody would do that to me, I would have went to work on my body. Just a drunk dude. And I think I still had my pants on my ankles, and I'm sitting Latin. Oh, man, so
All right.
that's why I'm glad I stopped drinking.
All right. Well, this is definitely a frank and honest story with no rules. And thanks so much for doing this, man. Appreciate it.
Oh, no problem, man. Definitely.